Okay, so this is more or less going to be a review of what we learned in, I think, 7.2 and 7.3. It's the same thing. We're going to be using opposite math. It's opposite math to solve inequalities. And by this, what we mean is when we add the same number to each side of an inequality, the inequality remains true. Okay, so if we're trying to solve x minus 4 is greater than 5, we add 4 to each side to get rid of this minus 4 here. We get x is greater than 9, and here's what that graph would look like. Open circle on the 9, an arrow showing all the numbers greater than 9. And then our opposite math for subtraction. When we subtract the same number from each side in an inequality, the inequality remains true. So for here, they're showing x plus 4 is greater than 5. Well, if we subtract 4 from each side to get rid of this plus 4, we're left with x is greater than 1. All right, and here's how we graph that. Open circle on the 1, and numbers showing, or arrows showing all the numbers greater than 1. And it's just important to remember here that these properties are also true when you see less than and equal to or greater than and equal to. All right, let's move on here. So again, this is pretty straightforward, but let's look at one example here, one more example. So we have solve x minus 3 is greater than 1 and graph the solution. All right, so our first thing to do to solve this here, well, we have x minus 3, okay? So we're going to subtract 3 from each side. These 3's, or sorry, we're going to add 3 to each side because we start off subtracting 3 here, right? We start off subtracting 3, we want to add 3 to get rid of that. And what we do to one side, we must do to the other. So we add 3 to both sides, we get x is greater than 4. And I'll do it a little bit bigger here, but we are circling 4 because we are not including 4 in this answer. X has to be greater than 4, it cannot be equal to 4. So that's how we graph it. And these are all of our solutions going out this way, all right? These on this side are not solutions. These are not solutions, okay? And then we have a example of using subtraction to solve an inequality. Here we have 15 is greater than or equal to 6 plus x. So we're going to solve for x. All right, so we look at this side, we're adding 6. We're doing 6 plus x, but remember, this is the same thing as saying x plus 6. You can move these two numbers around. So we're going to subtract 6 here. And what that does is these two 6's cancel each other out, and we're left with just this side over here. So we have 9 is greater than or equal to x. So I'm sorry, 9 is greater than or equal to x. So normally how we write this, we just flip it around to say x is less than or equal to 9, but they both mean the same thing. Okay, so 9 is where we're starting from, and it's saying it's greater than or equal to x. Okay, so because it's equal to, we do this. And again, if we spin this around, we're going to say that the x values are all of these numbers right here. Right? If we just reverse this, this is the same thing as saying x is less than or equal to 9. And that's how we kind of want to look at it, because that's what we're graphing right here. These are the values of x, and x is less than or equal to 9. Okay, so now we have some inequalities that I want you to work on your own here. X plus 3 is greater than 7. I want you to solve the inequality and then graph it. Y plus 2 is less than 17. I want you to solve and graph that. Solve for y. And then 16 is less than or equal to m plus 9. I want you to solve and graph that right here. Pause the video now, and when you're ready, come on back and check your work against mine. All right, so in our first one here, we have x plus 3 is greater than 7. So we're going to subtract 3 from each side, and what that does is these 3's are going to cancel out. And so we're left with x on this side is greater than 7 minus 3 is 4 on this side. So let's go ahead and graph this. We're looking at x is greater than 4. So I have my number line laid out here. And we're going to put a circle around our 4 because we're not including 4. It's only greater than, not greater than or equal to. But it's greater than, so we're going to make sure that we select all these numbers here. That's how you graph the solution to this inequality. X is greater than 4. All right, let's move on to number 5 here. All right, so here we have y plus 2, so we're going to subtract 2 from both sides here. And what this does is these 2's cancel out, so we're left with y on this side is less than 17 minus 2 is 15. All right, so let's go ahead and graph that one down here. Okay, so I have my number line laid out here, and I counted by 2's. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and we are showing the solution to this equation, or to this inequality, is y is less than 15. So 15 is where we're going to circle here, and we're not going to fill the circle in because we're just looking at numbers that are less than 15. So let's go ahead, we're going to draw our arrow going back this way, and we're graphing all of our numbers that are less than 15. So that's how we graph this one. Make this line a little bit darker. Okay, let's do our last one here. All right, and our last one here, we have 16 is less than or equal to m plus 9. So since we're adding our 9 right here, we're going to subtract 9 from each side. And what that does, it's going to cancel out these 9's here, so we get left with an m on this side. And 16 minus 9 is going to be 7. And this says 7 is less than or equal to m. Let's flip this around so we have our m in front. So m is going to be greater than or equal to 7. We just turn this around. But I like to have our variable in front. Okay, so that's our that's the solution there. Let's go ahead and graph it right here. So here we go. We have our number line here. We have our, I just did my positive numbers. I just marked every 3 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to look at all the values that are greater than or equal to 7. All right, so our 7 is going to be right here. This is 7, and it's greater than or equal to. So we're actually going to color in that dot to show that we are including 7. And we're looking for all the numbers that are greater than or equal to 7. So we're going to draw our arrow in the greater than direction here, just like that. And that's how we graph that one.